What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the NASCAR Racing 2003 Career Mode. Today it is race number 11, and we are back at Hickory Speedway. This is actually the first race all season where we are returning to a track for the second time. Unfortunately for me, Hickory has been probably my worst track all season. I didn't qualify well there, didn't finish well there, but I definitely feel like we've improved some over the weeks, so hopefully we can come out of the gate and do a little bit better this time. Before we get started, here's a look at the point standings, and for the first time in our career, we sit atop the point standings. Elton Sawyer, Steve Grissom, Bobby Labonte, Robert Presley, all of them are within striking distance, and as we're heading to a track that I'm not super great at, our lead may not last for long. I did want to take a moment and mention Bobby Dodder down in 15th. He did actually win the race at Nazareth. He was in the lead while we were under caution. LD Ottinger was in second. We came away in 7th place after we pitted under that caution. A disappointing result when it was all said and done, but pretty much all of our championship rivals had much worse days than I did, so that allowed us to make a really big jump and jump into the points lead. We qualified today in 11th place. Good news for us, we'll be on the inside line, but halfway through the pack on a small track like this is always a recipe for disaster. So I'm just hoping that we can go out there, run some clean laps. We got a much shorter race this time, just 100 laps. It's a 3/8 mile track, so this should be a good race. And so without further ado, we'll take you down to the green flag.
Green flag, green flag, green, green, green. Outside. Clear. Outside. You're in the top 10. Stay low.
All right, we're underway here at Hickory, and despite the fact that we're making some progress here early, I just can't explain how much I dislike driving on this track. Practice is terrible. There's something about this track. I don't know if the track itself is kind of bugged, or if my setup is broken, or what, but I just cannot find consistent speed on this track without sliding the car all over the place. Every tweak I do to the setup I just tighten the car up a ton, and even still, if I hit the gas too hard like that out of the corner, I'll still spin coming out of the corner, so
Stay low.
I feel like it's impossible to get your car rotated on this track without spinning. And already, is the 6 car? No, it just got loose, I guess. Thought he was coming down pits for some reason. 75 car right to our outside. That's Jimmy Spencer. We haven't seen him much this season, but he's obviously got a fast car here at Hickory. Eric Gant is up in the lead right now. From what little practice I did manage to get in, I noticed that tire wear is a huge factor on this track. I don't remember it being that bad when we came here the first time, but it's, 20 laps in and I'm dying on the tires. So we're 10 laps in now, and already I think we've really kind of lost the speed that we need to catch Harry Gant, Tommy Houston up there. So this is where things kind of get scary for me, because
Clear outside.
we all know how the AI reacts when you're in front of them and you're just a tad slower. They'll run right into the back of you, and I don't really want that to happen.
Clear. Outside.
So I'm trying to defend what positions I have, but I don't want to get crashed. I would be interested to know how the AI cars would react to going green for the whole race. Not that I expect that to happen, but if we do stay green, we could make it on fuel pretty easily. But tires would wear, at least for me, tires wear so much that, the idea of even going 30 or 40 laps is kind of hard to fathom, which, again, I don't remember having that issue the first time we came here, but I know that there were a lot of cautions the first time we came here. Oh, and Burton is making his way outside.
Clear.
But I don't think he's gonna get by me. Oh, he's gonna keep trying. Gotta run out of the corner.
Clear outside.
Oh, I'll really loose out of the corner, and that's how he'll be able to pass me. Yeah, and right now the tires are gone for me. What little grip I did have has just evaporated, even though they don't look that worn on the graph. The grip is so low on this track that now that they're that low, it's very noticeable. Jimmy Spencer and Chuck Bound right behind me. They had two of the fastest cars in practice, and I can't turn. I'm so tight right now.
Inside.
Oh, and Spencer gets into me a little bit. And that's what I didn't want to happen. I did not want to get stuck on the outside, because now I know it's going to be really hard to get back down on the inside.
Clear. Inside. Stay high.
I don't want to start
Outside.
bleeding away positions,
3 wide. Inside. Car outside. You're in the middle.
but that seems to be what's happening right now.
You're in the middle.
It's obvious to me that I have a decent short run car. Whoa, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know if LD got in the back of me or if we just lost all grip. But we slid up the racetrack there,
Clear.
and we are sliding back through the positions. I just have no grip whatsoever. We're a quarter of the way through this race. If we have to go 50 laps before we pit for tires, I don't know if I can make it. Oh, and we're turned. So in that unfortunate circumstance, we did happen to get passed by the leader, and we are now a lap down. We are going to pit this time.
Cars in turn 2. Go, go! The pace cars in turn 4. Keep it to 35. Keep it under 2,500 in seconds. Watch that speed now. Keep it on 2,500 in seconds. Okay, you're clear of pit lane. Hey, you just went through the stop sign. Okay, you've got to go to the end of the longest line.
Are you sure about that?
Green, green, green!
We're back green. We got it into the longest line penalty for apparently not stopping at the stop sign at the end of pit road. I didn't see it out, but apparently it was.
Car outside.
It's not often that I feel hopeless about races in this game. You know, I always feel like there's a way to crawl yourself back out of a hole. But I'll be honest, this race I do feel pretty hopeless and am just kind of ready to get out of this track. Any progress we're able to make passing people pretty much evaporates instantly the second we get about 10 laps into a run. There's just no grip on this track, and I just can't manage the tires well enough, I guess. Let me tell you, I'm trying everything I can right now to find a little bit of speed, to get my car to rotate. I mean, I'm trying different lines, different throttle and braking patterns. I'm really loose coming out of the corner pretty much all the time. The interesting thing is we're not getting left by the pack. I am starting to see, I guess that's the leader behind us. The interesting thing about this race is, you know, despite the fact that I'm really struggling with this car to just keep it straight and to get it around these corners, our speed isn't that bad. Like, as I say that, I think the fall off is really hit now.
Inside. Keep high.
99 car, I'm just going to let him go. I'm not even going to try to fight him for that spot. It's not even a spot. He's just... because I'm in last right now. We got a car right behind us. It looks like Nemechek.
Oh man, they're showing us a black flag. Looks like they called it speeding on pit road.
Are you sure about that?
They're gonna make us drive through this pitch without stopping.
What? I didn't go down pit road. So after we serve our penalty, we are now, I think, 5 laps back. I don't think we're going to make up any ground on anybody at this point. we're hoping that somebody has some sort of a engine failure or an accident that takes a couple of cars out would be great, but I wish I could tell you what it was about this track that is so hard. I don't know how we go from even tracks like Lanier, very similar track, and we can dominate there. We come here and we are by far the worst car in the field. I wish I knew why that was the case, but just brings us down to earth a little bit, reminds us that, you know, we are a rookie even though we're on top of the point standings. We've still got a long way to go. You know, if I'm not mistaken, before today, the last race we finished outside the top 10 was the first race at Hickory. The leader is Tom Peck right now. Kenny Wallace is in second. Bobby Labonte third. Elton Sawyer fourth. We actually made some passes here late in this run. I know we have fresher tires, but, you know, I'm proud. Rick Mast is, I think, in the top 5. And the fact that we're able to pass him.
Clear outside. Just 2 to go. Outside.
Oh, I got a little too overconfident.
Race back to the line. Pit road is closed.
Well, it's not going to matter because
Car outside.
we were already in last. But that will do it.
We're under caution. Catch up to the end of the
We will finish in last place. That'll do it for this one. Tom Peck gets the win at Hickory. Kenny Wallace, Bobby Labonte, Jimmy Spencer, and Jeff Burton round out the top 5. We will take home a last place finish. It's not our first last place finish of the season, but it's a good reminder to us that we are still a rookie. We were leading the point standings, but we still have a long way to go before we have what it takes to be a champion. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe so you don't miss any more episodes. That's going to do it from this one. And if it was up to me, that would be the last race I ever run at Hickory. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys on the next episode. Peace.